Hello! Thanks for coming to my page, The Lilac Broom, and visiting me on this YouTube channel as well. I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Sagittarius for the month of September 2021. I'm recording this on the last day of August. I'm sorry that I kept you waiting, Saggies. I ran out of steam, and then we had a COVID emergency in the family, so it's taken me a little while, to get back over here. I feel like Sagittarius, your energy is a little bit dipping. Like, some of you could be sick, some of you could just be sort of engaged in like melodrama, others of you could be melancholy. But the energy is low around you guys, and you're fire signs who usually bring a lot of energy to any experience you're having, so it's not exactly your normal vibe. I'm not sure why. Let's find out what's going on. So we're going to do a Celtic cross spread, which is what I normally do using tarot cards. And I made my own little deck of cards here. And I practiced with, but I used them in the other September readings, so I'm going to use them in yours as well. But it's something new that you haven't seen on my page before. I've seen other people doing this, and I just love it because, sometimes there are common messages, right? And as spiritual people who receive messages that we share with people, or psychics or intuitive people, we come across common messages at certain times, like there could be a theme and it could go on for like a year or two, and like all of a sudden everybody uses the word resonate in extended reading, and so there's like these catchphrases, right? And there's some like that for us as energy readers as well, and tarot readers. So I decided to sit down over the course of a few days or a week or however long it took me, and I wrote some of my own. All right, so let's start by pulling a few of those for you guys. I'm going to pull 3. This month, take more time for your own personal wellness and self-improvement, and that is for the month of September. All right, now very interesting that I've already just told you I feel your energy is a little bit dipping, and you're being told by Spirit, take more time for your own personal wellness and your self-improvement. Making a plan is the same as making a wish. So some of you might be struggling with actually making an idea come to life, Maybe you don't have the funding or the time, or maybe you're doubting yourself that it's a possibility. And could this be a twin flame connection? And so yet others of you, I'm going to pull one more card for you because I don't want to leave on a cliffhanger like, hey, this could be a twin flame connection. But as I'm reading for you guys, we might stumble over messages about love, in particular about a twin flame connection. So stay tuned for that. Give them a kiss or a hug today. Okay, so somebody needs a hug or a kiss. It could be a pet or a child, or even a mom or dad or grandparent or a friend. Doesn't have to just be a spouse or a love interest. All right. So Sagittarius, interesting. So, whenever a wand card comes out in a reading, wands are reflective of fire sign people. And your first 2 cards out, 4 of Wands, crossed by or challenged by the 9 of Wands. This tells me a story of being at a level of commitment. Okay, it could be marriage, it could be you're at a certain point in a relationship, or even at a job where it's set, right? It's set. It's stabilized. And the hard thing going on here is the work. 9 of Wands. It's hard work. So I feel from just these 2 cards that you have something real in your life right now. If it's a real career or a real love or something like that, whatever this is, it's hard, but it's real, and that's a good thing, okay? Sure, your cards from the past indicate to me that Seven of Pentacles, you know, that you worked and saved and worked hard and put effort into something. Reversed High Priestess. At a certain point, I think your hard work in the material, your efforts that you physically brought to the situation, they kind of took over, you know, and the spirituality of it moved aside. All right, so yeah, look at this. You get the Hierophant. Okay, so Hierophant and the Four of Wands, I'm seeing that this is marriage. So I'm just going to talk about this the way I'm, like, when I do these general readings, guys, I'm reading for somebody. And the thing is that a lot of you who will listen to this reading most likely are going through the same things, and that is why you are here. So this is a marriage. This is a marriage or something that's like a marriage, okay? It could be living together or something along those lines, but there is commitment here. And I feel that it was something that was worked hard for. You know, it didn't just fall into anybody's lap, yours or your partner. So this was something hard earned, okay? So why is this significant for the month of September? I've got what you've got to look forward to in September. I've got the Devil in reverse. For your innermost thoughts and feelings, I've got the Star in reverse. Outside influences, I've got Judgment upright. Hopes and fears, Two of Cups. Someone's afraid, potentially afraid of this love. Afraid of losing it, afraid it won't last, afraid because it feels too good to be true. All right. And the Sun in reverse as your outcome. I like to keep on Ten of Swords upright. Okay. So this Sagittarius that I'm reading for has anxiety. And unfortunately, the anxiety or fear is so powerful that that's your worst enemy, is what's going on inside your head. That's your worst enemy, okay? I promise you that that is your worst enemy, because the love is real, okay? My cards that I made, that I pulled in the beginning, said this might be a twin flame connection. So understand that if you are in a twin flame connection, it's gonna feel like work. You know, that's where this Nine of Wands is coming from. But the Four of Wands and the Hierophant tells me that you guys are together, that you and your twin found each other, your soulmate, whatever you want to call it. There is a difference between soulmates and twin flames, but apply it to your situation. I just, twin flames came up in the cards I made, but I can tell you this is definitely a love relationship. And this person with anxiety is in love, but afraid that it's not going to last. And also, this Judgment card showing up in the placement where it was, which is your external factors affecting the situation, Judgment. So there's a lot of criticism about this relationship coming from other people and other places. Okay, so what I just felt and or heard, however, I'm clairvoyant, is this could be racial discrimination, that you and your partner might be different races, and I find it impossibly hard to believe that people are still this way, but because I've experienced it in my own life, I'm just going to put it out there. I get the sense that someone is unhappy that you may be choosing someone of a different race. Okay? It doesn't have to be just that, but there is some outside judgment. So, let's go back to the future. That was strange. Okay. The future placement is the Devil in reverse. So I pulled a second card. I got Ace of Pentacles. I love it. There's no devil coming, but the Ace of Pentacles is coming. I feel like some of these couples are actually on the verge of maybe having a child, maybe buying a home. There's some prosperity about to enter. It's going to enter. And all I can tell you is I can sense the fear. There's a lot of fear here, and there's no reason to fear. Your innermost thoughts and feelings, Sagittarius, is a star in reverse. All right, star is your destiny card, right? Even in reverse is not a bad thing. I think it just basically says, this is your destiny, but you don't feel good about it. I'm like, can you clarify that, guys? 10 of Cups. And in this deck, it's so cute because the 10 of Cups is like these two. It's the 2 of Cups, lovers, the 2 of Cups, which you've also got on the table, but they're up in the tree. Like, they're love-drenched. Love-bombed, if you will, but that has a negative connotation, so I take that back. But these lovers, in your mind, it's saturated. Maybe you're a little overwhelmed by this love. I want to get some oracle cards. I wasn't going to use them. I was just going to use the ones I made. But I feel like I need a little more. Don't you guys? Whoa. Of course you do. Ah. Do you want less or do you want more? Do you want to supersize that? Let's supersize this reading for you guys. What's going on with Sagittarians and their love life? Making a choice, number 30. So, when it comes to decisions about this journey that you're on, it really seems like you're coming out of one door and going into the other. I don't know why that specifically is what I'm getting from this card. I don't get you walking up the path and turning. I literally see that you got to where you are by walking away from something and to something else, which seems to have taken off rather quickly and has you a little afraid. Magic prayer. Number 32. So, Spirit wants to guide you. They want to heal the inner wounding. They're working through you now. They're working fast. You're probably feeling tingling sensations on the back of your neck. You're probably feeling it in your throat chakra. Okay, you got the green chakra here. Okay, ringing in your ears perhaps. I feel like Spirit is working on you. And they're saying, basically open up to our spiritual guidance because we're here to help. And number 24, stuck in the mud. I got a very distinct impression of this card that you had to leave somebody stuck in the mud and pursue your own happiness. I'm sorry, but that's how I see it with this card. One more. Intention, number 22. And, and you've got to remember, Sag, what you are doing, what you're embarking on, especially if it is a twin flame connection, you're doing it intentionally. You're not doing it on a whim. You're not doing it without any forethought. You are literally being guided. The star here is telling me that you have to do this in spite of whatever judgment might be there, because this 2 of Cups, this connection is what you're here for, and this is how you're feeling. 10 of Swords, like 10 swords stuck right through you. That's your anxiety. It's not real. I mean, anxiety is real. I have to take, if I talk about anxiety, I have to take a deep breath and whew, because that's, it's real what you're feeling, but what you're worrying about is not in the material. It's not actual. It is your belief. Okay, so what you believe is triggering this anxiety. You believe something that may not be true that is causing you stress. I can't coach you through that one because I am not a licensed therapist. but I can identify it. So if you are one of those Sagittarians who maybe needs to work through that, I think you know what you probably need to do next. All right, so that's your September reading. I hope you guys liked it, Saggies. Happy September. Namaste.